Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back. I am said Stevie. Stevie said Stevie. And today we are checking out this bad mamma jamma right here. This is the Benchmade Redoubt. This knife was provided to me from Blade Ops. They are an online distributor. I entered their affiliate program. Basically, they send me knives that I pick out myself to review. Once I'm done reviewing them, I send them back. And if you like what you see here, you will always see a affiliate link in the description. If you click on that link and purchase something using my link, I get a little taste and help support the channel. So let's just get right into it. Starting with the blade, you are looking at a 3.55 inch drop point CPM D2 blade that has been cobalt black Cerakoted. You see the thumb stud on there and the Benchmade logo. This is utilizing the access lock for the locking mechanism. Grivery for the handle scale material. You got this gray color and then OD green, forest green color. Very aggressive on the texturing. Not overly aggressive. We'll get into that a little bit. You see you got a lanyard post right there for you lanyard folks. It does have a reversible deep carry pocket clip, so that makes this knife fully ambidextrous. Going over to this side here, more of the same Benchmade butterfly logo on the pocket clip. And then you see the steel marking, as I mentioned, CPM D2, and the other thumb stud. This is writing on phosphor bronze washers. It does feel extremely smooth, and the detent, access lock knives are kind of void of detent, but I gotta say it's very snappy. So thumb stud rockets out no problem. The access lock is easy to actuate, and it's all but drop shut. And you can also middle finger flick this no problem. Like I said, the access lock is very easy to actuate on this. I've had this for a little over a week. It's been in and out of pocket pretty much every day, except for when I was in California for 3 days. And it feels like it's broken in a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience with Benchmade. I haven't owned a Benchmade for probably 5 years since I had a mini Griptilian. And I don't really remember much about it. I didn't really have it for that long and left it behind when I was camping. Surprise, surprise, Stevie lost a knife, as plenty of people are catching on to. But I'm not really a big Benchmade fan. There's a couple in the lineup that have piqued my interest, but none that I've pulled the trigger on. It wasn't until this one here that really caught my attention. And I gotta say, ergo-wise, it's really, really good. So you got this kind of chamfered notch cutout here that allows you to get a really good purchase on it. Despite this being very aggressive texturing and full of jimping everywhere, you don't really... Oh, I cut out. Where'd I go? There we go. You don't really get any hot spots. I can feel the clip, but not too much. Now, I don't know that this is... it's not a hot spot in the sense that it's spicy, but this jimping down here is pretty sharp. It doesn't really bother me, but you can see it's definitely marking up my fingers. And then when you bear down on this knife after a while, you definitely feel that texturing, and you can see it definitely does leave indents in your hands, but that doesn't really bother me. It doesn't have a full-blown choil, but this flat spot here and the way it's kind of contoured does allow you to choke up, and you kind of get a little bit of the heel of the blade there, but not it's nothing that I'm really worried about. No jimping extended onto the blade itself past the spine of the knife there. But I gotta say, ergos wise, this has been done really, really well. With that coating on the blade, being that it is D2, I know that D2 is prone to rusting. I don't know if CPM D2 makes it a better tool steel than standard D2, but it is made in the USA, so I guess that's a plus. But because of the way that Cerakoting is done, you're not really going to have to worry about any rusting on there. Definitely the coating protects the blade. And I like the matte finish on it. It's almost kind of a stone-washed finish, even though they do say it is Cerakote. It's not PVD coated. It's not nice and shiny. I'm not a fan of coated blades, but I gotta say, uh, if I'm gonna have a coated blade, I really like this. And yeah, again, wasn't haven't ever really been a big Benchmade fan, but there's just something about this that I thought looked really cool, and I still feel that way. I like this knife. I said in my first impressions I could see this being a good knife for a tradesman, someone that's in the plumbing or electrical trade, or really any general construction or anything. It's nice and lightweight, only coming in at 3.7 ounces for this large of a knife. That's mainly due to the handle construction. Some people have said they don't like grivery, and I can also say that I don't typically like grivery. You get that plasticky feel, but this is done really well. It looks like it only has partial liners in it, but there's really no bowing or flexing. Little bit there, little bit, but it's not up here. There's no flex to the knife, so it is nice and lightweight. I think that that's a good handle scale material choice. Yes, like I said, it's D2, not the most high end steel at all. Again, I don't know if CPM D2 makes it a better tool steel or not. You don't come to said Stevie to hear thoughts on steel performance. I have not hard used this knife, but it has. I have cut open some boxes with it. I've processed some cardboard. The finish definitely will show signs of that, but as you can see there, I was able to wipe it all off and clean it up, and blade still looks tip top. This knife basically still looks brand new after a week of a fair amount of carrying. So, all that being said, what's the price on this guy? So this is, I believe that Benchmade is an MSRP product. Dealers have to adhere to MAP pricing. So I haven't shopped around, but I believe that 100. So this is listed for $162 on Blade Ops here. I believe that's the going price on most online dealers. There's a little bit more description on that with a little bit more specs if you guys want to pause and read that. The last thing, and I didn't point this out because I'm not really sure what it means, is that this is in Benchmade's Black class. I think that's like their tactical line. You got the Shootout, OTF, and the Adamus in that lineup as well. Again, I don't know what that means, but so $162, Grivery scales, CPM D2 steel. I still think that this is a good deal for this knife. Am I going to pick up this knife? I'm going to say yes, eventually. I want to see if Benchmade ends up doing any other colorways. As much as I like this coated blade, if I could get this in a stone-washed blade, I would much rather have a stone-washed. And, you know, I'm not crazy about green knives. Maybe if they did this in a stone-washed with blue, I think that that would look good. Or who knows, maybe they'll just end up doing another colorway altogether. Maybe they won't do stone-washed. I don't know. So I'm going to hold off for right now on getting this knife. Again, just see what Benchmade does. If they don't, this is a knife that I'm definitely going to get. And I already know that I'm going to be picking this knife up for a buddy and getting it for him for a birthday present. One of my good bros who needs a good knife, and I think that this would suit him well. So take that for what it's worth. And that's it. That's my final thoughts and I guess my overview on the Benchmade Redoubt. And Zach, shout out to Zach Stuff, said that he did talk to someone when he was at SHOT Show, and they confirmed that it is Redoubt, not Redoubt. It's the Redoubt. So, I don't know. As I said in my other video, I take Zach as kind of the Benchmade guru, and if he says it, I got no reason to doubt him. Redoubt him? Haha. So, yeah, Benchmade Redoubt. It's going to get the 2 thumbs up of approval. Like I said, in the description of the video, you'll see my affiliate link that'll bring you to Blade Ops website. If you choose to check one out, that would be awesome. But maybe there's other stuff on Blade Ops that you like. You don't have to just pick that up. And if you don't use it, that's okay too. But again, shout out to Blade Ops for providing this to me to check out. I truly appreciate it. And that's all I got for you, guys and gals, today. Please don't forget to turn on the notification bell for the channel. That definitely helps. If you haven't already done so, you can subscribe right there. And then whatever that video is recommended, if you haven't checked that out, give that a like. Or not. I ain't the boss of ya. But until the next one, I will talk to you mofos later. And I bid you adeuces.